What's good, Ravens fans? Today we are going to grade the performance of the Baltimore Ravens offense first half of the season. If you guys want me to do one for defense, let me know in the comments below. Also, give me your opinions. I want to hear you guys and communicate with you guys. So first, we're going to grade the quarterback position, Lamar Jackson. I'm going to give this a B+. Lamar Jackson is one of the premier talents in the NFL, and I couldn't go anything less than a B+, only because without him, there is no winning for the Baltimore Ravens. Our offense would literally be a dysfunctional mess without Lamar Jackson. John Harbaugh is a 500 coach without Lamar Jackson. The offense is even worse than 500 without Lamar Jackson. We as a team will struggle mightily on offense without Lamar Jackson, so I couldn't give him anything less than a B for sure. He's been inconsistent this year, which is why I couldn't get up to an A. The simple fact of it is, and you guys know I love Lamar, is that he's been missing too many throws each game. Each game, there's about 3 throws that he misses, and one of them he misses badly. So we need more consistency from that perspective. Again, Lamar, when he wants to throw it and he throws beautiful balls, and when he's throwing them and they're hitting, it's just an awesome feeling. But there's a lot of times where we'll have receivers open, and we saw this a lot of times this season so far, where he's just missed the receiver. And we just really can't have that if we want to be one of the premier teams in the league. So this is why I'm going to give Lamar a B+ for the season. Let's go to running back. Running back, I'm going to give a C. Now, the reason I'm giving a C is because the consistency has just not been there. The beginning of the season was really bad. However, once Kenyon Drake got his legs under him and once Gus Edwards came back, there was some dominance there from the running back position, but then Gus Edwards got hurt, right? The most important ability, guys, is availability. And so because of that, I can't go higher than the C. We just need these running backs to be a little bit more consistent. Again, we just never know from game to game who is going to be the person we can get the ball to. Sometimes it's Justice Hill, but then Justice Hill has games where he only gets 1 carry for some reason. Sometimes it's Kenyon Drake, but then Kenyon Drake has games when he gets 10 carries for a total of 25 yards. Gus, when he gets the ball, he's always doing good, but then he gets injured a little bit too frequently nowadays. So we couldn't go higher than that grade. But again, hopefully the rest of the season they'll get better and our team will progress as a result of that. Offensive line has some of the same issues as the running backs, but their high end is much better. I'm going to give the offensive line a B+ as well. The reason they get a B+ is because they are getting better and better and are one of the top offensive lines in the NFL. The issue again is injuries, right? We just don't know what's going to happen from an injury perspective. But their high end, their ceiling is so much higher than any other part of our team that if they really start to dominate, if they really start to gel together, then we can have an excellent offensive line that can push people around at the point of attack. B+ is a great grade. I honestly think if I had to make a prediction at the end, they'll be in A situation because they'll get better. The worst thing they do is pass block, but again, once they start to gel, remember, none of these players have played together before, right? Ronnie Stanley was hurt last year. The center is a rookie. Our team as a whole, right, is just getting back from injuries. Our right tackle is a free agency acquisition, so they are gelling together. They will be in A by the end of the year, but for the first half of the season, because the first couple of games were so much of a downer, I have to stop and I have to say, okay, you guys get a B+. That's what I'm giving them for their first grades of the first half. Now, I'm going to go to a bad note now, guys. I could have ended on this note, but I don't want to. For wide receivers, I have to give the grade a D. There's only been one good receiver, guys, and he's been a good number 2 receiver. I'm talking about Devin Duvernay. When it comes to being a receiving unit that strikes fear, we don't have that. We don't have that at all. And to be honest, guys, when we use Devin Duvernay as a running back option or running back spell, that's where he's most effective at on our offense. We have lit down Ravens fans with the receivers that we're putting out there. Guys, I don't know how to say this. I know you guys love Bateman. Y'all say he was balling out the first half of the season. He had 2 big plays, right? I will not take those big plays from him. He also dropped passes in every game, and it's just not good, right? He has not been better than Hollywood Brown. He was here to replace Hollywood Brown, and it's just not been good. Prochet doesn't show up. I don't know what's happening to him. I do not see him get open. I do not see him have shots. Now, again, Greg Roman, for some reason, can't have multiple stars on the field at once, right? So that could be him. But I just don't see him getting chances up. Robinson is good, and I see him get open, but we can't get him the ball for some reason. That's not really his fault, but stats do matter in this, rating. So it's just the receivers have been a disappointment this year. Hopefully they get better. I'm gonna have to give them a D though, guys, because you have to be consistently good in order to get a high grade. And so receivers get a D. Unfortunately, that's where I'm at. Now, to end on a great note, the highest performing position on our football team gets an A, and I'm going with the tight ends here. Mark Andrews is having a great season. As always, he's easily one of the 1 or 2 best tight ends in the league and is really just performing better than we all can expect on a weekly basis. Likely has upside galore and is really coming on with Mark Andrews' injury. He is playing well, and I think that when Mark Andrews comes back from injury, we're going to have 2 options that we have to find a way to get on the field at the same time. Even if we have to treat Likely like a receiver, we have to figure something out because he's too good to not get burned just because Mark Andrews is back. Also, Josh Oliver is also playing really well. He's making plays, he's blocking really well. He's doing things that the dirty work that the other tight ends sometimes don't want to do. He is really, really playing high, and he will have a spot on any team when his contract comes to an end. He might not be their star, but he could be their number 2 easily. He's just that good this year. He's taking a bigger role in red zone situations. He's blocking phenomenally. Again, Josh Oliver, shout out to you. Again, I love it when guys who may not be stars are finding a way to make a career in the NFL. And he can have right now easily a 7-year career to 10-year career by doing his role, a number 2 tight end who blocks and gets the dirty work done. So shout out to him for doing awesome. Now, the last part is Nick Boyle. Nick Boyle has not been as impressive as the other 3 tight ends, but he's still good. He's coming back from injury, and the depth that we have at tight end, again, is one of the reasons you get a good grade as well. So again, an A+ for the tight ends, just the most impressive group, arguably on our entire team. They just been awesome. So let's do a recap really quickly. Lamar Jackson, the quarterback group, they get a B. I went B+, but again, a B. Running backs, I did a C. Offensive line, I also did a B. They're more of a B+ as well, but again, we're going with B. Receivers got a D. I could have went, D-, but that was too disrespectful to do Renee. He's really playing well. It's just everyone else on that unit is not. And then for tight end, I've given an A, arguably the best tight end room in the entire NFL. And I don't really think it's a question. They've just been playing so well. Thank you guys so much. Like, subscribe. We do these all the time. So thank you guys, and go Ravens.